Time check is 7:15. Station check is Peace FM. Frequency check 104.3. Onyame donima. Akwesi Jating Machi. Voice check. Chairman General. Tish Machanope. Sunina sa Yehovah be Shesen kwaji to me biwo. The morning after the night before. Good morning, Wednesday morning, the 15th of February 2023, 16 minutes past 7. Kokrokoo live in your ear and pay Yamiadum divine selection yet twice median so domestic debt exchange program yeguso. According to Daily Graphic page 16, cholera for the year 2020, 21, 22 have been seen there. Obie ni why I record be. Yameni adana say. Omanpanyin another dan Kwaku Fado say LGBTQI++ law no. I'm running here no. Here culture. Here interest of humanity. Ni amfanya juma. By the way, the University of Ghana, Legon. I didn't say naba. Police for PM. War is going on. Former Chief Justice Sophia Ekofo. She's in the news for interesting reasons with Gabi Ochredakon and DDEP, Domestic Debt Exchange Program, and matters arising. Morning after the night before. I'm getting all kinds of interpretations. Good morning, Mr. Ben Owusu. Good morning, Isaba. Indeed it is. And this one says, happy glorious birthday to you, Gracelyn Namo, Queen of the Greater Accra office of the Ghana TVET Service PR unit. Have a good birthday, a great celebration, Gracelyn Namo Quenon. It's from the entire regional staff to you. Bena, happy birthday. And to your Sumafwe, good morning to you too. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, Mami Nyakon as well. Happy birthday to Obapa Grace Educhumwa AJ of Kofodia Technical University. It's from Peter Ayejampo and Sefi to you. One goes out to you, Albert Osei Jambra of Rect Academy in Kwashibu. You are out there in GHS too. Happy birthday, Albert Osei Jambra. It's from your father, Frank Osei Jambra. Out there in New Jersey, USA. Mrs. Olivia A.J. Yawson of Abosoka and Presby from Japan Burger to you. Enjoy. It says, happy birthday to my wife and best friend, Pat in Sia. So enjoy your birthday party instead of Metro Mass Transit Carnation. It's from your dear husband Ashong, your children Rahina Yemole, Yasmin Yemoko, and Benazir Yemokai, as well as Kofi Terrier. Birthday wishes to you, Irene Malcolminta of Renes Fashion Design in Malam. Enjoy your birthday, Irene Malcolminta of Renes Fashion. It's from Hilda Uswe Chow to you. Engineer Kenneth Uswe Chow of ABP Consult. Celebrate and enjoy today because it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Engineer Kenneth Uswe Chow. It's from the entire Uswe Chow family. Shouting out to you, Nana Ekuya Boatman Cancer and your family. Nana Ekuya Boatman Cancer of CBG and your entire family. Have a beautiful day. It says it's my daughter's birthday, Welma Aku Amosai. Happy birthday to you, Welma Aku Amosai, branch manager Malta Guinness. God bless you richly from your dear mom Edem Atipo. Her mother's love, Abi. Linda Mumbo, final year student of Midwifery Training College, EAG. Happy birthday, Linda Mumbo, from your mom and siblings. MOG, they come. You like them? Mrs. Henrietta Ofusumensa. Happy birthday to Mrs. Henrietta Ofusumensa of Resurrection Methodist Church, Adenta. Godmother of the Duncan siblings. They say, God bless you richly. We love you, Mrs. Henrietta Ofusumensa. It's from the Duncans to you. Celebrating your 9th wedding or marriage anniversary, Mensa Beadings. It's from Miss Voiceover Africa to all of you. Kobe John Budu, good morning, bro. Nice to know you on the other side as well. Bless you too, man. One shout out to you, Jessica Nakuja Ajabing Ankara. Happy birthday, Jessica Nakuja Ajabing Ankara of St. Martin de Porres. And one to Mrs. Ernestina Adotio It's from your dear husband Bob of the Ministry of Food and Agric and your beautiful daughters Bifarok Mama and Newa Woda Auntie Ajua Sewa of Bifarok Children's Boutique in Osu. 21 minutes to the hour of 8. 21 minutes from 9 to 8 o'clock. Peace 104.3. Yeah, twa ye jume dia so anopeno. Bema de mi hunu pe mi hunu Richmond. One Richmond no?
Yes, please.
Also yes, please nibi. Mi hu say one Richmond no. Inti one Gregoria. Now we are not on television. We even san one be hu. One Gregoria.
Yes, please.
Na any Gregoria. So Gregory?
Yes, please. The female name for Gregory.
Gregoria.
Yes, please.
Hearing it for the first time.
Yes.
Rima, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
When you want to
Yes.
na osi Debbie, na Debbie na French. Richmond.
Sir.
Who are University of Ghana?
Watch on.
Level high?
300.
300. Rima, what level are you?
300.
Greg, what level are you?
300.
333.
Yes, please.
Who's your day?
Family and Consumer Sciences.
Wow, interesting. Family and Consumer Sciences. I know heading.
It's a course that contains the things of family, things related by family, and sexual reproductive health, also about children.
Okay.
And the whole family issues, whether you are having a problem with your mother, your father, it's
does it have anything to do with psychology?
Yes, please.
It does?
Yes, please.
Family and Consumer Sciences.
Yes, please.
Interesting. We live and learn every day. Maintain that. Family and Consumer Sciences. Rima, who's your day?
Also, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Hey, sir. Richmond also, sir. Now, who's your Family and Consumer Sciences? What the bedding?
So we have an aspect.
ONTG. You're from Richmond, Amo.
Your nutrition aspect. I may go into nutrition aspects.
Okay, just say nutrition.
Yeah.
For who? For children, for adults, for who?
For children and for adults too.
I see. Level 300 in teachers. I can't 1 year no area school.
Yeah.
What be on? Where are you? Munsiadio.
Actually.
Munsiadio.
Actually.
Munsiadio. But when I'm go school, when I'm here. Richmond, what do you say? How old are you?
I'm 20 right now.
20. Rima, where did you say?
22.
Greg, where did you say?
20 years.
So 20, 22. Just said, technically speaking, we are member. Interesting. Richmond, at what age, from your experience, Mona Muye member, and I'm with the Valentine video.
Actually,
Ade,
Yenny boy.
Uni boy. Ade. Hey, Osri. Richmond, no girlfriend.
Me maybe.
Family and Consumer Sciences. Uni girl. Now family now Consumer Science. How the science when? And now my meeting 2 people so girl.
Oh, that we. Only say me girlfriend.
Inti sex education. Anya ennamu nkomo kwa na emom se wunyini as a young person. Adolescence, puberty, Greg, from your point of view, what age now if you say I will say to me started Tremo?
Specifically, there's no age for this one, but I think it should start at age 15.
Why?
Because at that time, the individual or the child has gone through menstruation as a girl, and if it is a man, he has also gone through the experience of ejaculation. Yes.
In what way? The experience of ejaculation, or you mean he's had sex already?
No, I mean it's believed that it's part of men's characteristics that they've had wet dreams. Some of them start as early as 14. Yes. So when they start at that age, I think it's best for our parents to lecture us on what sex education is about and the risks in which we fall into.
How old were you when you became aware of your sexuality?
I was, I think, 14.
14.
Yes.
Had you had sex?
No, please.
You hadn't. But then what made you aware of it?
Okay, so my father had bought books for us, and most of the times it contains sex education in the book, like a story book, but has sex education. So that is when I knew. And if I didn't understand something, I would go to the classroom and ask my teacher.
Why not your father?
Because I was shy of my father.
But he bought the book.
Perhaps he didn't know the contents of the book.
He just bought it for you?
Yeah.
And you went to your teacher, and your teacher said what?
And at first, when I went, they were like, I'm too young to know this. When I get to JHS, before I would learn much about it. So for now, the teacher can't explain it to me. So unless I get to JHS before.
Rima, how about you?
Well, I think there's no age limit as to when a child is supposed to know about sex education. You can start as early as 6 years. Let them know their body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So when you start with that, as they grow, and when the parent is very close with the ward or the child is able to speak to the parent, is able to tell them, ask questions about sex, about when they go to school, what they hear, they can come home and ask their parents. So I think as early as 6 to 8 years, a parent is.
But then 6 to 8 years, what can you tell them? What can you teach them?
So let them know, like I said, let them know their body parts, and be frank with the body parts.
But remember that you are from a cultural background.
Yes.
How do you tell the body parts in a local? Are you Ga, Eve, or Chi? Which one are you?
I'm a Ga.
Ga. No tajeme. Uchon onye banye ke wake ine egbene. I mean, let's be sincere. Do you think that how you were brought up, your mother or your father or can they tell you?
Well,
they'll call it some name.
They give it names, but
you think we shouldn't give it them names?
Yeah, let the child know the truth, not beating around the bush.
So how old were you when you became aware of your sexuality?
12, 11.
How
12.
did you find out?
So in school, a friend menstruated, and then that was where the teacher was talking to us about sex and its related issues.
And you were about 11?
Yes.
How did it feel?
Well, at first it felt like it felt weird. It felt weird.
So how old were you when you first had your menses?
I was 14.
14.
Yes, please.
Greg, how about you?
I think 14 too.
14 too.
Yeah.
How did it feel? Did you have anybody to guide you?
Actually, because I learned so much, and we had a tutorial in the house. We had someone who teaches us in the house, so it was all part. So when I had my menses, I didn't tell any of my parents.
Why?
Because at that moment I didn't know. I thought I was hurt because I was playing. I like playing with bicycle. So I rolled over the bicycle. So I thought that was the effect of it. But later I realized that it was still coming. And at that time, both my mom and my dad weren't home.
Were you frightened?
No, I wasn't frightened because I already knew what menses were.
But then why did you think it was the bicycle?
Because at that moment I was there and I rolled over the bicycle.
So what, you were confused?
Yes. So I thought the blood was going to stop at that moment because I used I washed myself down. I actually thought it was on my thigh, but later on I realized no, it was not on my thigh.
Rema, were you frightened?
No.
Why?
Because my mom, I'm very close with my mom.
Okay.
And she tells me stuff. Way before my menses, she made me know of how it's going to be like when it comes. I shouldn't be frightened. And also I learned a lot from school and also from my peers, because as early as 11 years I saw a friend menstruate. So I asked questions, found out what I should expect, and then so I wasn't frightened at all. And
you're 22 years old. You say you're very close to your mother. You started your menses at 14.
Yes.
If you had sex, would you be able to tell your mother about it? Would you be able to discuss it with your mother?
Oh, in in our local setting, when a teenager have sex, it's very difficult to share with um their parents. But if I should, I would definitely tell my mom, and I'm able to tell her whoever I meet, whoever comes my way, asks and proposes. I'm able to tell her all that. So I think if I should, I'll be able.
Does your mother know you're sexually active?
I'm not, so she doesn't know anything.
But she knows that you are meeting people, you're dating
Yes.
and all that.
Anytime I meet someone, I let her, oh, I met so and so. Okay, this is what you have to do. This is what you shouldn't do, and she guides me. So I'm very conscious about certain things.
Richmond, how about you? Adolescent reproduction and all of that. How old were you when you became aware of your sexuality?
For me, I think when I age 15 there,
How did you find out?
so I started developing, certain body, my body parts started, growing and stuff. I had pubic hairs all over my body, and
Are you able to discuss this with your parents?
no,
Why not?
I don't know, but it will feel some way sharing.
What do you mean by some way? No, explain to me. I want to try and understand where you're coming from. What do you?
Although I'm close to my mom, but I'm a guy.
Mhm.
So telling my mom that mom, today I saw this here, it will be so weird to do that. So
You don't think that it feels appropriate?
yes,
And so, where do you get your information from? Is it your parents, your books, your friends, your peers? How do you find out about all these things? Because I'm sure you know about condoms.
yes.
Total Family Health Organization, thank you to you for your Ebony condoms. You're spreading the message all over the place. But tell me, so who do you discuss these things with?
Mostly
You can't discuss with your parents, according to you.
Yes.
So with whom do you discuss?
Mostly I discuss these things with my friends.
And what do you talk about?
Adult life, you just say, okay, so today I had a wet dream. What am I supposed to do? If I feel this kind of urge to do this or have sex, what am I supposed to do? We discuss certain things that.
And you discuss about having sex.
Yes.
So have you tried it?
No,
But are you hoping to try it?
after marriage.
Why after marriage? Your friends are having sex on campus.
Yes.
Because I hear sex is a big deal on campus. It is no secret.
Yes.
So why not? I'm sure some of your friends have. They've discussed it.
Oh yes.
They've told you.
Yes.
What are the stories they've told you?
So mostly they will be like, so in SHS, after entertainment, they will be like, I met this girl, we talked, and the girl is interested in me. So why don't we, make a move?
Yeah.
Yes. So through that, they just find a place and do their
And
thing.
do the action. Now, how about the use of condoms? Is it prevalent? Is this something that do they practice safe sex in your conversations with your friends, with your peers?
Yes.
Rema, you're shaking your head. Tell me about it. Talk to me.
Okay, so few
According to
people-
Richmond, yes. Tell me about your experience, Rema. What do they say?
I don't think they practice safe sex.
Just a bonorona.
Yeah, because the perception they have is whenever they use the condom, they don't really enjoy. They don't enjoy.
They don't get
themselves.
skin to
Yes,
skin.
Skin to skin.
Mhm.
So, omo peno bonero. So I don't think they use the condoms.
You don't think so?
Yes.
Greg, talk to me. What do you think?
And to talk about the condom usage on campus, most of the times when you go to campus pharmacies to purchase a condom, the pharmacist who sells the condom, they look at you in a weird way. Like, as a student, you are supposed to learn. What are you using the condom for?
You're learning about condoms too.
Yes. So they kind of made you feel embarrassed about buying a condom or a contraceptive. So they are also part of they are also part that brings effects on people, and we having sexually transmitted diseases on campus. Because why should I come to you? I'm buying condom. Sell my condom for me. I am giving you the money. So yes, consumer, I'm consuming it. You are not the one going to consume it. So why should you give me an embarrassment face and make me feel bad for buying a condom? Yes, so I think that is the main reason why students don't usually use condom. Because the embarrassment it comes when buying it, it's very weird.
Wow. So, apart from buying a condoms, there are other forms of contraception. How about that? There are pills, there are blah blah blah, whatever it is. What's the conversation like amongst young people like you? Richmond, what's the conversation like amongst young people when it comes to contraception? Greg is just talking about the embarrassment when you're going to buy condoms and they look at you like you're too young to use a condom. What are some of the conversations your guys talk about?
As for that, boys, they don't really care about it. Going to a pharmacy, getting a condom.
Boys don't care.
Yes.
Like, hey, what's happening, man?
Yes. I'm going to do my thing, so why should I be,
So then the problem is with girls.
Yes.
Richmond, have you bought a condom before?
No.
But the guys who go and buy condoms, what do they say? Are they looked down upon? Are they judged based on the fact that they're buying condoms? Or they feel very free to do so?
Well, some of my friends, they feel free about it. It's like a thing. I do it, so buying a condom, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yes. But then for some people, they feel like, you judge them. You, the small boy, you are going to have sex, this and that. So mostly for some people, they don't really, feel good when they are telling you, oh, I went to buy a condom, I went to do this. But then for my friends, some of my friends, they're like, okay.
Rima, is it easy to get contraception at your age? I mean, for young people like you, on campus or off campus, is it easy? Is it what are some of the conversations that you hear about?
So amongst my friends, it's sometimes easy to get the contraceptive. Sometimes it's not easy.
Do they feel that they are being judged?
Yes, from the pharmacist or whoever is attending to them, and also even amongst your friends, it feels kind of weird, or let's say it feels embarrassing. Like, okay, my friend knows that I'm having sex. It feels so. Sometimes talking about it amongst your friends is a bit difficult. Yes, and buying it to the kind of reception you get from the attendant, it's sometimes bad. Yes.
So what would you say we should do, Rema?
So the health personnel should help we the youth to be able to curb sexually transmitted diseases by they should be able to talk to us more when we come to the pharmacy to buy contraceptives. They shouldn't just push us away with their weird facial expressions.
Like me no kayafi.
Be bi o mi ne ke condom ya fi o be ke bi
E ke ahu. Ka ka ahu. Alo ya dun duade.
They should be able to bring us closer rather, and then when you buy, let's say I go to the pharmacy to go and buy a contraceptive or a condom. Okay, the pharmacy should be able to talk to me that, okay, you are not always supposed to use the contraceptive. Sometimes
at your age, at your level, amongst your peers, is sex prevalent? Is it very high?
Yes.
It is?
It is.
Very high.
Very, very
On
high.
campus.
On campus, very high.
It is known that it's normal,
Yes,
and
it is.
they prefer Bomiro.
Yes, and
Because apart from what you're saying, I want to try and understand you. From what you're saying, apart from the embarrassment in going to buy a contraceptive, they also want the skin to skin feeling.
yes,
And do they know the dangers inherent in that, or they don't care?
that's what they don't know. The dangers behind it. After the excitement, what comes after it? That's what they need to be educated more on that, and that's why we need the health personnel to help us in knowing all these things.
Richmond, amongst your friends, sex is prevalent, high. It's happening all over.
Yeah.
It is,
Yes.
and it's no big deal.
Yes.
So for a guy who goes to have sex, what do you talk about afterwards? What do you and your friends talk about? Say the teen sweet or the teen no sweet, or the girl be yawa or no yawa, or, you know. What do you guys talk about?
Well, I haven't had that conversation before.
But your friends do, and you are there with them. Or you don't want them to know that you are telling me about them.
As for that, I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as for the sex, they do engage themselves in that. But then, they mostly use the condoms and stuff. And afterwards, they'll be like, "Oh, Charlie, this girl, she nice, or like she's sweet pal." You know, that kind of pigeon way.
Say, make you know, say, child, the girl be sweet, pa. So you to go try and see. Or no be so.
Oh yeah.
Or
yes.
they go tell so Charlie, the team correct to you to go try
Yeah.
see. So you people they try yourselves.
Yeah, mostly that's what they do.
Greg, tell me. So sex is prevalent, high on campus. You've talked about the embarrassment of going to get contraceptives, and don't they know of the repercussions, STDs, pregnancy, and all that? Or you guys are so aware of your sexuality that you don't mind?
I think they are very much aware of their sexuality and they don't mind. As my friend said, they look forward to the excitement and not to the danger, the danger that comes with it. Because in a research found, contraceptives, when it's taken more than what is supposed to be taken, it causes damage in our reproductive system. So most of them know this because most health organizations come around. Even when we have SRC week celebrations, we have health organizations that come to talk to us about sex and its dangers.
But a lot of these activities have been banned on campus. Mebwa,
Yes.
do you think we should bring them back? Do you think they should bring them back? Hall week celebrations, SRC's week celebrations. Greg, you think they should bring it back?
Yes.
Why? Because some have said that you drink alcohol, you destroy school property, you are nuisance, you make noise, creates disturbance, and you're having unbridled sex all over the place during such whole week celebrations. So why should they bring them back?
So I think this whole week celebrations should be brought back because, and as it's being brought back, there should be restrictions followed or attached to it. Because, for instance, since level 100 I came, I've not been able to socialize with male friends because my course, we have like only 10 males in the class.
Including Richmond?
Yes, including
And how
Richmond.
many females?
We are like 250 something.
Hey! Richmond into Dambe Musa. Anyway, so we should bring it back.
Yes, so in the whole celebration, this one, I know, yes, in everything we do, we have negative and positive effect.
Yeah.
But in this, we want the positive effect should be so high, more than the negative effect. Right now, from level 100 to 300, no socialization has been able to be made. But socialization is also part of the courses we learn. So if it is not included in the things we do in school, so why then are we in school? It all forms part. Socialization also brings about connection, getting to know other people in your course field. Because let's say I'm in 300, I'm getting to 400. I don't know how to do a project work. HRC week celebrations are in. I get someone who does family and consumer science. He does family and child studies, to be precise. I'm able to befriend him. Oh, Bella, this is how we go about it. That is when the friendship forms. Yes. So when you realize the person you are talking to is bringing this kind of sexual advances, you want him there if you don't want that.
But if you want it?
If you want it, you can go ahead.
I see.
Yes.
But you agree that yes, sex on campus is common. It's nothing new. It's not a big
very
deal.
Common. I have most of my friends, even this Valentine. Yesterday there was traffic at Okponglu because they are going to Awoshian.
Wait, now I like that bit. Traffic.
Yes.
Omoko eden Omoko Awoshian. Debi, so omoko Awoshian. Now Awoshian omoko eden
that one then. Some of them they say they are going to trip, and a trip it consists of a lot. I know of the only trip I know is to eat and drink cold drinks, not alcohol.
So they are going to trip. So when they say they are going to trip, it means everything some.
Yeah, everything some.
Condom babami. Alekule babami.
It might or it might not.
But as for the sex, it will happen.
That one there for sure.
So yesterday there was action.
Very much.
A lot.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Where were you yesterday?
I was in my room.
Where were your friends?
Yesterday there was a match, PSG, so most of us were watching that.
Boring boys.
Oh no.
So there was action on campus yesterday.
Yes.
A lot of tripping.
Yes.
Boys, girls are washing up and down.
Yes. Mostly on Fridays, you see cars coming around, picking girls.
Oh, cars in there, you're saying in a neighbor. In your moment time,
it's kind of. It's so much.
Somebody's asking me, Kwame, why are you discussing this so early in the morning? Well, what other time is there? Do you know what your children are thinking? Do you know what young people are thinking? Do you know how they feel? I want to say a very big thank you to Total Family Health Organization for bringing us these young people. I just wanted to find out, what do young people talk about sexually? And this one from a grown man who says, Charlie, when I was much younger, I went to buy condoms from an old lady in Takrady, and this is what she said. Ebe cratchy. That's interesting. And very interesting topic. The youth today are finding it very difficult to abstain from sex because of modern cultural dynamics and the evolution of the world today. It's important as parents, especially those of us with adolescent daughters and sons, to open up to them about sex so that we can educate them. If we accept their thoughts and guide them through the whole process without judging them, it would abate teenage pregnancy, spread of STDs, and school dropouts. Nana Yao, thank you for your thoughts. Is there anything here? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. Somebody says, great discussion. My mother is 70 years old today. She's listening. I see. Well, I'm just finding out from young people. 22, 20, and 20. Chairman General, the conversation is nice, but it lacks practical experience. These people are too green. Destiny was upon. That is what you think. They know a lot than you think they do. What are your children talking about? That is what I'm just putting away. Just for us to find out about what they think. And so let me start with Rima. Rima, what do you have to say in conclusion? Anything you'd like to add?
Yes. Well, I'd like to tell parents that they should help us. They should educate their children. They should start talking to them about sex. And they, some parents feel when they talk to their children about sex, their children lose their innocence. But they don't. They don't lose their innocence, but rather they get to know what and how to go about things whenever they come across such. So I think parents should help their children. They should start educating them about their sexual reproductive system, their sexual health, what they need to do. Because you can't tell your child to sit at one place all the time. Definitely you have children that will, when you say sit here, they'll go. So your child might go and have those sexual fantasies, but whilst doing that, they should have that knowledge behind and be able to protect themselves from STDs and even death. So I think we need the parents to help us educate the children.
We need the parents to help. Richmond, what would you have to say in conclusion?
Yes, I think I agree with Rema. See, parents don't really play a major role, although it's their role to do that. But then when it comes to sexual education, they don't really spend much time doing that. They'll be like, you are too young, knowing these things wouldn't help you.
Meanwhile, you know already.
Yes. Yeah, even in our homes, watching a TV, and let's say in a scene, there is a kissing action. They'll be like, hey, you free her. Like that. But then, you have to explain the thing to the child. This and this is what is happening. Just stay away from it. Don't engage yourself into that.
Parenting is difficult, eh?
Yes.
I call you Greg, you call yourself Bella. What do you have to say?
Okay, so most of this, we are mentioning the parents because it's they say charity begins at home.
Yeah.
So yes, as you are teaching your child, your adolescent child about this, then you are following up. Because I know some parents, yes, they come and drop their children at school, the universities. They know they've placed them in this hall. Yes, sleep in this hall. On Fridays to Sunday, you realize that your roommate it's not there.
It's on a trip.
It's on a trip, yeah.
I like that. I've learned something new today.
Yes. And I think most parents should at least once in a while visit their children when they are in the universities. Because most of the times they take on trips and some of them even miss lecture periods for those. Yes, and it's so sad that you will have to miss lectures because of sex. Yes, so I think the parents are partly to be blamed when it comes to this. And also,
but how about one can say someone swording? I didn't a parenting blame. Ko school ko share dia or say me trip. How about them?
That one day it's true.
No, I want to listen to Bella. I'll come to you. Because I'm almost done. Because I have just one more question to ask. But so, Bella, how about the fact that the parents too tell you that you are there in school for a purpose? Your purpose is to study your books. So why are you going on trips and looking for excitement elsewhere when it is not the time to do that? And also, what do you have to say to it?
Okay, so I believe everyone has his or her perceptions about going or having sex. I know where I'm coming from. I know perhaps I struggle before I get my school fees. Sex is something that shouldn't be the most or top priority on my list.
But there's peer pressure.
Yes.
How about that?
So yes, I understand some people are easily influenced by peers. But in this, for someone to influence you to have sex, I think you should have your own stance. Weigh the positive and the negative. Is it going to help me? Is it going to benefit me? When my mom hears about this, is she going to be okay with me? Yes. So
you think the role of the parents is important in that as well? My final question, let me start with you, the man amongst them, Richmond. The role of social media, because you get a lot of information from there, and you guys are the social media generation. So tell me the role of social media in all of this, adult, reproductive, sexual health, all of that. What is the role of social media?
I think these days, social media is really affecting the youth. There are a whole lot
in a good way or in a bad way?
In both. But then I think the negative aspect, it's becoming too much. Because there are certain things that we don't have to see over there, but then you go on social media and you find it over there, naked pictures and those kind of things. And boys like these things. Once they see a naked picture, a young lady's picture, they feel like, okay, it's nice, let me do this. Then they start masturbating and those kind of things. So I think social media these days, it's affecting the youth really, really well. It's
Rema, talk to me. What do you think?
Okay, I would like to talk about the positive aspect. Well, like ebony condoms going round, letting people know that you need a condom if you want to have sex to protect yourself. And social media now is advocating sexual health, helping people with people to have the knowledge about the STDs, how you should go about it, how if you are, in case you contract those infections.
So we should use social media positively.
Yeah,
continue. I'm listening to you. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think in a way it's helping positively too. So
social media is like fire. It's good for cooking, but bad for your clothes.
Yes.
So we have to find a balance between.
You have to wait and pick the positive.
Bella, how about you?
Okay, so I think I should talk about this. Yesterday we went to Uncle Ebo White movie premiere.
Okay.
Yeah, so as we entered into the National Theatre, Ebony Condoms gave us some 2 condoms each. Yes. So I think that is also a way for advocating that after they are done with the movie, I know most of them would be in hotels and things. Perhaps someone is shy at that moment after National Theatre, the person is late. He or she can't move to the pharmacy. So they giving us the condoms have saved the day or the night.
How about those who are saying that giving you condoms is wrong, is encouraging you to do something?
Giving condoms to individuals doesn't encourage you to have sex.
Because you have it anyway.
Yes. And okay, so if you are saying you gave me condom, and it's that is like as you've given me the condom, I'm going to have sex. Then it's the same way you've given me food, and you're telling me that this food I've given to you, go and share it among others. Don't eat it. It's really some way, but I think with these sexual fantasies we have as adolescents, yes, we are meant to have it because it is part of our characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if it comes, you are supposed to control yourself. Sometimes it's difficult to control yourselves, but you have to try your best.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where social media comes in. Most of the health organizations, when it comes to Valentine, they put out flyers educating us about, as you are going to your boyfriend's place, this is the sex education you need. So if something comes, you don't feel bad about it, or you weigh the positive out of the negative.
Somebody says, Kwame, when I was in uni, we were having sex and going on trips, but we still graduated with honors. It's all about balance. So we should teach them about balance. Kwame, my daughter is 12. She gave my number to her friends, and the kind of calls and WhatsApp messages I get even on my phone, I get scared. I started sex education early. Well, parents, start engaging your children now. Kwame, the timing is right because children are in school. They won't listen, and even those who are listening, they know these already. Oh, trust me, we think they are children, but they are not. Well, this morning I'd like to say thank you to Total Family Health Organization, Ebony Condoms, for bringing us Richmond Amon, Isabella Ayi, and Rema Abose. I'd like to have a conversation with you one day again. Will you be willing?
Yes, please.
Maybe by that time we'll discuss more details beyond this.
Yes.
Bella, why are you rolling your eyes? You're like, hey, what is he talking about? I'll ask you more details about the trips and all that. Rema, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Bella, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Richmond,
Sir,
which team do you support?
Real Madrid.
Okay. I'll leave that for now. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
And I wish all of you well.
Thank you.
Take care of you and each other.
Okay.
And I want you to pass properly.
Yes, we
Okay,
pass.
we will.
Mungo Siandio.
Macho you.
Mamu kudi mo fraba ni same
Your
year.
class is here.
And I said we show your class. Have a beautiful day, right?
Okay.
All right, have a good one.
Peace FM.
Asuma Kenya Igbe. What are your children talking about? Especially the adolescents. Nakwakuya bwana na osiri. Ara na osiri.
Ese no mukana American.
O de everybody be di nkowo. Trust me, parenting is difficult. Especially now saying me misano nya ma me no papa kano. You have no choice but to be this. But they say nkola ba some yen nkola mpo a they are more exposed than I was when I was their age. At age 20, I think I've seen a condom once. But these people, they have it. Oh, baby. What are your children thinking? What are they discussing when they meet their friends? And come on, no muti. In Simbibre. There's one entitled Rek Pete Hey Jole, featuring the legendary Hugh Masakela. Kwaku, what's that in house?